Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 128. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Streezy's back in the building. What's up, everybody?
What's good? Another beautiful Tuesday, another episode of SLAC. We're glad to have you with us all across the YouTube and the Facebook, wherever you're joining us from. We want to say we appreciate your time. We appreciate you being here with us. And before we get rolling on our topics, Strizzy, what's good with you? How are you doing? Let's do a quick check-in.
Man, I'm doing really good, man. I was telling you a little bit ago before, saying pre-show. I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe if that. I was talking about how close I was getting to 30,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm pushing 50,000. I'll probably hit 50K by Thursday. I think the next 2 days I'll hit 50K.
Doing numbers.
No, I know, man. So that's crazy, man. God is 100% good all the time. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's great. It's just this recent push, man. It's been insane, dude. So last couple of days definitely been good. Definitely been good for your boy.
That's what's up. Well, we love to see it. We see you've been putting in the work in, man. So keep going with that. And if you're on TikTok and not following our boy Strizzy, make sure you do that. Or hit him on the Instagram for sure. Or the YouTube, all that. We got some slackers checking in. Pops is firing off with the first comment. Good evening. We also got Stacy Clark here. She said he's been killing it on TikTok. Thank you, Stacy, for the comment. I definitely agree with that. We want to give a couple birthday shout outs to Mrs. Super Producer. Shout out to her. Happy birthday. And also to one of our longtime fans, one of our top fans, Stephanie Washington. Happy birthday to Stephanie Washington. I don't know if she'll make it there tonight, but I hope that she's out celebrating. I hope she's having a great time. So happy birthday to you both. And many more to come. So that's what's up. I think we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. And like we always say, we appreciate the likes, the comments, the engagement. And let me see if I can share our slides without messing this thing up real quick.
I got you.
You know how that goes. All right. I think we're in position. Okay, let's go ahead and let's hit up our first topic of the evening. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, NFL Talk. So we're going to start off a little bit different. We want to talk about a few things with NFL Talk, but we want to first talk about the Pro Bowl that was this weekend. First weekend of no real NFL since the start of the season, and we had the Pro Bowl to watch. And there were a couple little highlights here and there, but honestly, it was kind of a farce in my opinion. Strizzy, what did you think about the Pro Bowl? I want to give you and the Slackers a chance to sound off on this.
Man, I feel like I haven't really watched the Pro Bowl. I think since the Panthers were in the Super Bowl, so 7 years now, at least minimum. But and it's only because it's getting harder and harder to watch every year, right? This isn't even real football. This is barely fake football. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's worse than flag football. Offensive line, defensive lines aren't really trying hard. They're literally just they're just talking to each other close. What I mean? It's bad, man. We talked about this a little bit. I say take the pads off, put some flags on there, and just at least let them go hard with flags so they know they're not going to get tackled or hit.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll make it a little bit more exciting, but man, it was a complete snooze fest. I think it's more for the players' families. It's like a free vacation for them in Hawaii every year. So, but the game itself, it's horrible.
Trash. Yeah. So I agree. We tried to sit down and watch it because Pops and I love football, shapes, forms, fashions. But it was the very first play of the game. I was like, man, this is gonna be a long Pro Bowl. I don't know if we ain't gonna make it. And then I agree with you as far as if they are doing flags, at least they might be trying to evade each other more, and knowing they wouldn't get hit. But I honestly for many years right now, it's been kind of cool to watch the skills competition and stuff like that they do during the week more so than the actual game. But we got Moms checking in the building. She says, "Hi guys, hey Moms, what's up? I know you're excited for this weekend. We want to hear your thoughts later about the game." Props says, "Worst Pro Bowl ever, shameful, changed all challenge competition or flag football." Yeah, see, I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool for sure. We also have Marcus in the building. What's up? What's good with you? Much love to you. Thank you for checking in on us. And we're trying to hold it down for you as always. But yeah, so the Stephon Diggs and Trayvon Diggs thing was kind of cool that they kind of matched up and they had them go opposite each other, and they actually played defense and offense. They kind of switched, so that was pretty cool. But other than that, wasn't much to talk about. One thing I do want to talk about though is the news with Alvin Kamara that happened on Pro Bowl Sunday. He was leaving a nightclub like early morning, Sunday morning before the actual game happened, and ended up, there's no easy way to say it. And I don't like reporting on negative things, but ends up assaulting somebody that got into it with his entourage. So basically, right after the game, the police officers were waiting for him and politely arrested him on battery charges. So this is crazy though. But what did you think about this one, Strizzy?
It's unfortunate, man. Like, it's like I get it. You always want to have your boys back. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of, can't really fault him for that. But at the same time, like if he has, security guards with him or something like that, he's gotta let those dudes handle that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what he pays them for. If he in fact did have security guards, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if he does have security guards or not, but it sucks. He just got paid this last year. You know what I mean? And the Saints are looking to those going to be some changes. You know what I mean? They're still not settled on quarterback yet. They might be making a run for Wilson, but and thankfully it wasn't a woman. You know what I mean? Like thankfully that much is so. So I think he'll still be a Saint. You know what I'm saying, next year, but stuff like this is always sucks. I think he'll still be a Saint next season.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he will, but I think he'll definitely be in trouble. Probably do some jail time potentially because it is on video, and we know in Vegas everything's on video.
Everything.
And the thing that is the worst part about it is his group is what took it to like a physical altercation. This dude apparently said some things about somebody in his group, and they took exception to it to that point. And you just got to be smarter than that. This just doesn't make sense. So it's interesting the timeline of how it happened with the game and everything like that, but that was just a bad kind of like a little black eye on the thing. No pun intended, right away though, after the Pro Bowl. So
no, most definitely, man. I completely agree. And it's like you said, like you hit the nail on the coffin. Like you got to be smarter than that. It sucks, but you got to be bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be people coming at you and people around you all the time. So just walk away from it. As hard as that's gonna be, you gotta walk away.
Yeah, got to be smarter than that. Okay, on to some different things. We did talk about the head coaching hires last week, and want to welcome Kelly to the show. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you.
Okay.
Sorry, I want to get that in real quick. But yeah, so we talked about the coaching hires that we'd seen up until last week. There are some more new ones to talk about. We have Lovie Smith going to the Texans, Doug Peterson to the Jaguars, Mike McDaniel, who was the 49ers offensive coordinator, going to coach the Dolphins, and then Allen, who was the defensive coordinator for the Saints. He's now the head coach. Any thoughts on these hires? Before I wanted to speak on a couple things, but any thoughts on these hires so far?
Nothing too much. I like Lovie Smith. You know what I'm saying? I like Lovie Smith. I'd like to see him getting back into coaching for sure. Still not sure on the Jags hire. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he does something, but they might be looking at another couple more years of not doing too hot. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
Right. No, yeah, I agree with that. I like Lovie Smith. I love that he came back with the beard. He's like, I'm back stronger than ever, wiser than ever. Mike McDaniel too is kind of one of these like guys that's kind of been touted as like a whiz kid, more like a Sean McVay or one of these up and comer type of coaches. And also he is multicultural, so the 49ers are going to get some extra compensation picks for actually helping a minority coach get a position. So that's the first time that new rule is going to go into effect.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that plays out. I think they get like an extra 4th round pick or something like that.
Yeah.
So other than that, yeah, I'm not really too jazzed about many of these hires. It's not really that too exciting, but we'll see obviously how it pans out in the future. So Saints are looking more and more like a train wreck, honestly, though, depending on what happens with their cap space and with their quarterback, too. So, and I don't really know if this guy's going to make too much of a difference. So,
I don't either. They've had a strong defense for the last couple of years now, so I understand the hire. Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he does a good job.
Right. Pop says Miami hire is stupid, like Jags hire, but Lovie Smith finally gets opportunity. Love the beard. And yeah, I agree. The Miami one might be like might be too soon for this guy, but it is interesting. Like if you've ever seen him in press conferences, he's really kind of funny. He's like kind of a jokester type of dude. So
Yeah.
We'll see how that kind of plays out. The last thing, though, of course, the big thing is this weekend, the big game. We have the Super Bowl between the Bengals and the Rams. I did want to get like our thoughts and the Slackers, any last thoughts about the Super Bowl. And I wanted to ask you, are you going to be participating in any like prop bets or anything weird for Super Bowl 56?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I definitely look at some of the prop bets. I like how they opened it. They opened it up at Rams favorite by 4.5 points.
Yeah.
I might go Bengals on that just against the spread. I think Rams might win it, but it's definitely going to be close. I don't know if I see the Rams winning by a touchdown. I mean, like the majority of their games have all been decided by like 2 points. You know what I mean? So like,
They've all been close, yeah.
you know what I mean? And the Bengals are good, man. Joe Burrow's going to be good. I have the Bengals keeping it tight. So we'll see about that, and then I'll see what kind of props we got player wise within the Super Bowl. But there was one more thing I just remembered about NFL talk we can kind of bring up after this too.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll bring it up after this.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Let me see real quick. And I want to hear everybody's thoughts on the game. We got Grace checking in. Hey. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for being a part of the show. Also, Ankh. Hello, everybody. Hello to you, Ankh. I want to hear your guys' Super Bowl picks as well. Pops has Rams 38-17. So he's looking at Rams in a blowout. Grace says halftime show will be fun to watch. That's for sure. I'm not, I don't know. I think the Rams are definitely going to win, but I agree. I could see it as a close game based on what you've been saying, but maybe this is the culmination where they kind of put it all together and they do kind of go up on them. We'll see, but I'm looking to see it. I'm thinking about maybe getting involved in some silly type of bets, bets about the national anthem, like how long will it be?
Oh yeah.
And I saw this one video where they're doing all this research, going back and like averaging out like all her national anthem appearances so far and like how long they've been. But the over under for that is 95 seconds this year. So
okay,
I'm thinking I'm going to under, but the coin toss, things like that. It's so funny how many things you can really bet on with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're always fun.
But speaking of like betting, even though it's not exactly the same, we do have our Super Bowl squares going out to all of our winners, and we have the grid is actually locked down. We've closed out all the squares, so we're good to go on that. So we're gonna assign all the squares first, and then we're gonna draw the numbers, so that way there's no funny business, and everybody knows exactly what their numbers are prior to the game, and we go from there. So that's what's up. Mom says Rams, of course, but she said it'll be close. That's what she's thinking. Longtime Rams fan, and I know this is crazy, but Mom's might do the double this year. Her college football team came through, and her pro team is in the chance to win it all. So what a dream season that would be for football for Mom. So that's what's up. But what other one? Oh, real quick too. Moms did say Flores helped Lovey, and that could be the case. It's interesting the timing. Of how that all went down. But that's a great point. But Strizzy, what was the other thing you wanted to bring up before we close out NFL talk?
For sure, man. So you guys already know, man, we're Arizona Sports Podcast, man. And Kyler Murray is basically essentially unfollowed the Arizona Cardinals on all social media platforms. And when his agent was asked about it, he basically said no comment. So I kind of wanted to get your opinion on this, man. I know how I'm feeling about it, but I definitely want to hear about you and everybody else on how they're feeling on it.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting, and I'm glad you did bring that up. I forgot to put that on the agenda, so appreciate that. I think it's weird because he's still under contract, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So him just doing that, unfollowing them and also taking like all the references, like there's no pictures of him in a Cardinals gear at all or in a Cardinals game. That is very weird. But I don't know if that's the way to like request a trade in this day and age or something like that, or just to kind of pout and show you're unhappy and see what kind of reaction you get. But it is kind of weird to me, but also it's social media. So you never know. I don't know, dude.
Right. I'm if he would have came out and commented on it and been like, I'm focused, I'm set, I'm getting away from social media, I'd be like, okay, cool. So you just getting on social media in general.
Like I'm cleaning up my stuff, whatever.
Yeah. But like, I'm like, let this man go. I'm 100% like trade this man. If you can figure out how to get him to Seattle and get Russell Wilson here, something along those lines, let this man go. This man's been in the league for 3 years. They could pick up his rookie option and keep him for another 2. Like
Yeah.
not only that, like you played horrible in the second half of the season. Horrible, like god awful. You are just as much the reason for the Cardinals' downfall as Kingsbury, anybody else. Like you did not play well.
True.
You threw interceptions in the Pro Bowl where no one's playing defense.
Yeah.
You lost 5 of the last home games for the like. You have no. To me, I'm like you have no reason to be out here crying about anything. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he has one of the richest rookie contracts of all time. So it's like I get it that you're getting towards the tail end of your contract, so you want to get in there. But I'm like, man, I'm super disappointed, man. Like I'm so disappointed in Kyler. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mad disappointed.
I agree.
Yeah.
Belson sounds like someone who's sending a message without saying anything, and I agree. That's what it looks like. So
for sure,
it is kind of crazy though. I don't know how that plays out. You know, I don't know what options the Cardinals have, but it's just it just goes to show you how quickly the tables can turn in the NFL. You know, where you look at a team where they were riding high, you know, and looking like the top seed in the NFC, and then, you know, things can fall apart so quickly.
For sure.
Or even if you look at the Bengals, a team like that, where 2 years ago they were down and out type of team, you know, and had the number 1 pick, and now here they are in the Super Bowl. So that's what I really do love about pro football. It is very even, you know, and you never know. So James in the building says SMH, yeah. And I think this is Habs. Yeah. What's good, brother? I appreciate you checking in. But yeah, as a Cardinals fan, I want to know what your thoughts are on that one too. Here we go. He's a spoiled brat that is used to winning. That's true. You know, at different levels, he's been doing that. But man, you know, I don't know. You know, I think that the Cardinals have given him every opportunity. So
yeah, it's true, man. But the crazy part about it too, Haps, is like it is true. He is used to winning, but it's like it's like he's acting like they had a losing record. He's acting like they didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I hated everything about this. And I hope there's more to it, but from what it's looking like, I just think he's being a baby. And
yeah. We also got NFL Hater in the building. Welcome to the show, NFL Hater. I think your first time commenter, so thank you for participating. For sure. Says it's crazy how after the Pro Bowl, Allen Robinson's rumor came out about wanting to play for the Chiefs, already tampering. And it's so true. Like tampering is kind of rampant. I'd say in the NFL and also in the NBA, you know, teams got hit with fines for that. But it's like, you know, it happens because it's like day one, like a free agency, like 2 minutes in, they're signing contracts and there's news coming left and right about who's going where. So that is a great point, though, about the tampering. Like, that's so crazy. But Chiefs would probably use a player like him. That'd be dope.
That'd be crazy.
All right. Well, I think we're going to close out NFL talk. I know we'll talk a lot more about, you know, the results of the big game after this. And then we'll also begin to start transitioning into looking forward to the draft you know, and see how these coaching hires round out, see what kind of free agency moves. You know, the NFL news never really stops. So that's what's up. All right, but let's keep it moving and let's go to our next topic. Let's do the long one this time.
Just respond with the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Got it.
All right, jacket.
Travel.
Butterfly.
Foul.
Goat.
Kobe.
Subway.
Double dribble.
Okay, we're getting to some things. Let me try one more here. Spider.
Mitchell.
Okay, just as I suspected. All right, I have it. I think I know what it is. I think I have the diagnosis, and
Excuse me straight, Doc. How much time I got left, man?
You're gonna be okay, but it's a serious case of NBA talk.
NBA talk.
All right, NBA talk. The trade deadline is February 10th, so we're rapidly approaching that, and we finally got some moves. We've been waiting to see what's going to happen. I'll tell you right off the bat, I'm like kind of weirded out about these. I'm not like super impressed by anything. So I'm excited to get your opinions on this, but let me run through the two major trades so far. CJ McCollum to the Pelicans, and the Pelicans in return trading to the Blazers Hart and some picks. Not a lot of stuff, but Pelicans getting CJ McCollum and Larry Nance Jr. What did you think about that one?
Man, this is to me. This is a we're not going to keep Dame. We're letting CJ go. They got a couple of first round picks. I think a second round pick too from New Orleans. I like Josh Hart, but like he's just another shooting guard who, in my opinion, isn't as good as CJ. So it's, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things where I think they're settling up for Anthony Simmons, and I see Dame gone soon too. If he even makes it, you know, I don't think he'll be traded at the deadline, but I think Dame's gone after this season.
I could see that happening too. They also dealt Norman Powell earlier in the week to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Clippers for a variety of things, including Bledsoe and a couple other players. So I did think that's a weird one, but you're right. They're both of these teams are kind of like clearing the decks, but maybe the Pelicans are making that last ditch effort to keep Zion. I think with
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram there too, though, that could be a pretty cool play. That could be a pretty cool team to watch.
I think this team would actually be legit, if I'm being honest, as far as the Pelican goes. If Zion can get, if he can get back on the court, you know what I'm saying? But if Zion can get back on the court, like you forget so quickly how dominant he was in his rookie season when he was healthy. You know what I mean? And his rookie season, the sophomore season, but like he just got to get back on the court. But like you look at it, like Ingram, him, and CJ, like that's like a pretty good squad to me. But health is the biggest concern.
No, I agree. I agree with that totally. The other big domino to fall today, the Sacramento Kings and the Pacers doing a deal. The Kings getting Sabonis and Justin Holiday, and then a couple other pieces, and then the Pacers getting Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson. But those two players mainly. I'm surprised they gave up both of these players. Halliburton is like a really up and coming rising star, but it looks like they're going all in on the Fox and Sabonis combo. Pacers also, got rid of offloaded Karis LeVert earlier this week, so it looks like the Pacers are kind of doing a teardown. But what are your thoughts on this trade?
I think the Pacers won this trade. I like Sabonis, man. I think Sabonis is a great player. Honestly, even a little underrated. You know what I mean? But I think the Pacers kind of won this trade, like you said. The kid to the left, man, he's definitely up and coming. He's been a big bright spot for the Kings these last couple of weeks, especially with De'Aaron Fox not playing.
Right.
And then Buddy Hield has been such a sharpshooter these last 2 seasons now. Like they get a sharpshooter in him too. So I think the Pacers kind of win this trade, but I don't really see Sabonis staying in Sacramento. So I'm wondering if they just trade him for now, maybe send him off somewhere. Like I think he'd want to go play for a contender and not move him to another team that's probably in the same category as the Pacers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll kind of see what happens there, but. I don't know. Indiana's kind of offloading. Like you said, they got rid of LeVert. He's now playing on the Cavs or whatever. So, which I actually really like that trade.
Yeah, talk about that one too. I mean, the Cavs going all in on this season, see if they can really make a push.
I actually like watching the Cavs play, man. Darius Garland's actually nice. I'm looking hella forward to his career going forward, dude. He's playing really, really well. And as good as Ricky Rubio looked at the beginning of the season, he's just injury bug, man. Like he cannot go a season, you know what I'm saying, without a season-ending injury. Like that's like the worst part about it. So, you get LeVert, who's a good all-around player, good perimeter defender. It just makes them that much stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. On the bottom, we have a couple players that are like kind of in talks, currently being targeted, sort of. That could still move before the trade deadline. We got Jeremy Grant, Dennis Schroeder, and then Joe Harris. And then off to the left, looking lonely, we got Ben Simmons, and Pop's already checked in on him. He says, get Ben Simmons on the court, any court except Boston.
That's real.
And yeah, I agree with that. I really do want to see where he's going to land. And I think that this would be a travesty if they don't trade him by the deadline, considering that basically the day after the season ended last year, he said, like, I want to be gone, I want to be traded. And they're still just holding on to this man, letting his trade value go down. So, hopefully we'll get to see him play, but I don't know.
First, dude, I completely agree, man. If they don't trade, then they gotta fire Murray. Like, he gotta go, dog. Like seriously, like that is a complete waste of everybody's time, money, talent, efforts. Like 100%. Like when you look at exactly what the Philadelphia 76ers need, and I'm not really sure how Pops feels about James Harden, but like the point guard who can be a point guard and shoot the ball from anywhere on the court, like that is literally what the 76ers have actually really needed. Then you set him up with Steph Curry, who's already been hooping this last year. Like, I don't know, man.
And then Embiid, of course, to the pick and roll. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, oh my God. Like, to see Embiid, oh man, Embiid's never played with a point guard like that. Like James, you know what I mean? Like, he's had Ben, but Ben can't shoot, so the pick and roll is kind of weak. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. They got to let him go. Get what you can for him. Stop being so stingy.
I agree. And Marcus says, just don't go to Detroit for sure. We don't want to see his career just go down the tunnel there. Anthony Weston checking in. What's up? What's up? How you doing today? He says both teams need to get this done, and I agree. I think it'd be awesome, but there's still some time. There's some time, so we'll see what happens before the deadline on Thursday, and we'll be here to talk about it for sure next week.
Do you know what time it ends? I know it's Thursday, but is it like a specific time? I can't
remember. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but we'll I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll have to do some IG posts if there's any other breaking ones. That'll be cool for sure. And then checking in with the CJ McCollum. We did talk about that one. So only other thing to kind of look forward to, All-Star game in a couple weekends. So after the trade deadline, we'll kind of transition into the All-Star weekend stuff, and then we'll see the playoff seeding, and it'll get down to the nitty-gritty of the end of the NBA season. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing my Lakers in the play-in, I guess, probably. So
Pop's right. Hey, I completely agree with Pop just said. Yeah, you little
yeah. So Pop's weighing in on James Harden, but we'll see. I think it's going to happen though, even if it happens after this season. So that the deadline's Thursday at 2 p.m. Okay, so we'll be ready for that
for sure.
All right, let's move into other sports real quick, and I definitely want to get into our first topic of that while we still have Marcus on over here. So let's jump into that real quick. Let's get that.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports. First other sports topic is golf. We have to talk about James Varner III in the Saudi international. He needed a birdie to tie and basically to stay alive, and he actually ended up hitting a 90-foot eagle to win the tournament. So that's what's up. That's his first win on that scale. So definitely got to give a shout out to him. And he's Jordan Brand sponsored golfer, which is pretty sharp on the side there. So definitely wanted to have Marcus talk about this, and we'll get a chance to hear from him live and everything like that. But he's waving already at the great eagle putt. And it was just exciting to see that, you know what I'm saying? We want to have stuff to be excited about with golf, and it was pretty cool to see like a kind of a thrilling finish like that, to see was he going to tie, and ends up winning with that long putt. So good stuff there. That was our golf one. Other thing that was kind of interesting was NHL. So the NHL had their All-Star weekend this weekend. Their game was on Saturday, right before the Pro Bowl, and their game was also in Vegas. But it was interesting. This little story came out that basically they filmed part of the skills competition like on the Bellagio fountains and like outside, like on the Vegas Strip, and like it was like super dope. But what people didn't realize, and what the NHL didn't tell anybody, is that they had pre-recorded that on Thursday night, and then they sprinkled it into their coverage on Friday night. So like half of it, what was happening Friday night, was live, and then they would cut to like stuff that was happening the night before. Well, Vegas was actually taking bets on this skills competition, even though it was already decided the night before. And a few people were actually out on the strip watching themselves and were able to bet on the winners. So Vegas is usually really on top of their money, but even they didn't realize that the NHL was using like pre-recorded footage in the skills competition. So they had to refund some bets, and they actually I don't think they ended up paying them out, which is kind of whack because they accepted the bet. But
me too. Something like this has happened before. I can't remember what it was, but like I remember that's whack. Like if you just got to be on it. If people cash in on your mistake, then they cash in. Like I don't like the fact that they refund bets, man. That's whack.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people were ready, but it is pretty funny to see Vegas like taking bets on a pre-recorded event. They usually don't slip up like that. But hockey will be getting back to normal pretty soon. Again, they're not participating in the Winter Olympics, so they'll be back in the full swing. The last thing, though, kind of wanted to talk about a little bit leading up to, as I was talking about, we'll transition into the draft and stuff. NCAA did have the Senior Bowl this weekend, so practices all last week, so you could kind of see some of the prospects that are coming up, and the quarterbacks were a big one. And this dude from Liberty, this quarterback from Liberty, Willis, have you heard about him? I've seen on some of the mock drafts that the Panthers might take him. I wanted to get your thoughts about him, if you've seen him yet or if you've heard that yet.
Yeah, I watched them a little bit. They actually had I think they lost one game last year or something like that. I think they're like 11-1 or 12-1 or something like that. But then they got beat up though in their bowl game though. But I have watched a little bit of him because I did realize like kind of like 3/4 of the way that we were looking at him, and Kenny Smith or whatever, the Pittsburgh quarterback too. So um, I don't know yet. You know what I mean? It's hard sometimes when you're looking at a quarterback who don't really play anybody. You know what I mean? Like you look at you look at who they played. It's like great record, but didn't really play anyone, and then they get to their bowl game and get kind of beat down a little bit. But who knows though? You look at last year's draft, look at those quarterbacks, and it's supposed to be the best draft since the Manning and Big Ben drafting quarterbacks, and not so much this year. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? You just never know. The NFL is totally different from the NCAA. So if we do decide to go the quarterback route, which I think we might, although I think we could use some offensive line help more than anything. Not too bad prospects, you know what I mean? So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I also had to throw in my Missouri boy right there, Tyler Batty. I'm hoping that he can kind of make a difference at the next level, but he was kind of showing out in practice and showing that, and he had like 1,900 yards from scrimmage this year, so that's what's up. Pop says mobile with big arm needs coaching, Mahomes type. Wow, that would be dope. Like we'll see. That's what they're kind of saying, and kind of like even like Trey Lance was kind of in a similar situation where he kind of came up out of like a smaller school that did really well. So Anthony Weston says Panthers should go after Jimmy G.
No, we shouldn't. I'm not. I'm tired. I'm tired of all these game managers, man. Like I don't want any more game managers. Like I'm ready for. I'm ready for a quarterback who can like go out and win me a game, not just get a lead and manage it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like Jimmy. Don't get me wrong, Jimmy G. Like you look at the record, and it's like his record's great, but I don't know, man. Like there's so many more things to that offense that allow the 49ers to win, and it just usually isn't on Jimmy G's shoulders. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate him. I just, get me a quarterback who's out there actually winning me games. If there's 13 seconds left on the clock and 2 timeouts, let me get one of those dudes.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a little bit different for sure. Right. I think everybody's looking for one of those dudes.
For sure. But yeah, man, I want to feel confident with 1:30 left. Exactly. I want a stud QB. Thanks, Pops. I appreciate that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that may be the worst quarterback division now. And you ain't lying, bro. Like, you ain't lying. Like, Tom Brady's officially out. Like, no quarterback in Seattle. Matty Ice ain't been good since Super Bowl that they blew.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Definitely. Like, it's going to be rough, but we'll see. The carousel always moves, man. It's always turning. So, it's always fun to see where everybody will land. But that was pretty much all we had, though, for other sports. I don't know if you wanted to do a this or that, an honorary this or that, or if you wanted to plug anything else. But I know we have a lot to look forward to this weekend, a lot going on. So we're kind of gonna kind of do a semi SLAC Express this week. So Haps is asking, where is Russell Wilson going? That's a great question. I think that it's open for him. He could be Pittsburgh would be a great place. I think the Saints would be a great place. I think wherever he goes, though, he's going to be going to a place where he feels that they're going to make the playoffs the first year and potentially win right away. So
he's like 7-0 in Arizona. He might as well come here.
Yeah, I just don't think that they would do that for like in rival. But if he's a free agent, then obviously there's nothing that it's not like a trade or anything like that. So
for sure, no, for sure. But yeah,
that would be crazy.
I see him going to the Saints. I feel like Saints. That's where he's going, and I feel like if Rodgers can't figure out what he's doing, I think he ends up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Rodgers is another one. We'll see. He could be back to Green Bay. He could be Pittsburgh. He could go to the Broncos. I think he's going to go to the Broncos personally. It's going to be so cool to see where everybody lands, though. Like it always kind of goes around like that. Mom's asked what's happening with the MLB lockout, and thank you, Mom, for bringing this up. Actually, there's not too much happening with the MLB lockout, but a story that I wanted to touch on that I completely forgot until now. So thank you for reminding me. The MLB has quietly stopped testing players for steroids. They basically had a certain clause in the contracts that ran out after a certain amount of years. And so it actually expired this year, and they haven't put anything in there yet, and they have no plans to, but there were no real announcements because they just kind of wanted to keep it quiet. Very strange that they're going to stop doing this level of testing for HGH and steroids, but at the same time, this is the year that the Bonds and those people of the world fell off the ballot. So crazy. Baseball is just crazy in my mind, but we'll see if players start hulking up or what. I don't really know, or if they decide that they're going to put something
Bro,
else.
I don't know who like Barry Bonds hurt, but he hurt somebody. Like this man hurt somebody's feelings. Somebody's wife is feeling him a little too hard. Something like, how you just gonna leave this man out all these years when he deserves to be in there? And then the year he can no longer qualify for it, be like, you know what, we just don't need to
test anymore. Yeah, like
so wrong, dog. So wrong.
Man. Yeah, that's a wild one. That's a wild one for sure. So thank you, Moms, for bringing up baseball, though. I completely missed that when I was putting together the agenda today. So we'll have to make sure we hit on that some more. But also this weekend, UFC. So talk to me about the Izzy fight.
Yeah, man. Izzy's fighting again. For some reason, the person he's fighting is losing me right now, but it'll pop up soon. But it's their second go around. Izzy's literally fought everybody in the middleweight division. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really can't fight nobody else. So I feel like anybody he does fight, it's gonna be the second or third fight. So, but
Robert Whitaker.
Huh?
My bad. Robert Whitaker.
Whitaker. Yeah, sorry, man. I knew. I was like, I looked at it earlier, but yeah, he's probably Whitaker for the second time. I think he'll win this one. I think he's one of the best hands down best fighters, upcoming fighters in the UFC right now. So I'm looking forward to watching that fight. Always enjoy watching his fight. So we'll see what happens, man. But should be a good one. I'm not gonna pay for it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be tight.
I feel you. All right, that's what's up. Well, I think we're gonna begin our closeout. I want to say thank you, everybody, for being with us. As always, we appreciate your time, and we appreciate you spending it with us. We love to talk sports. That's why we've been doing this 128 weeks in a row, and we're gonna keep that rolling for you guys always. Did want to talk about something that's going on this month. A friend of the show, Grace, actually is doing something for Kindness Month. So February is Random Acts of Kindness Month. So she has her page, AZ Kindness Influencer, my bad, on IG. So that's her page on there. You can go check it out. But she is actually sharing a random act of kindness every day this month that you can kind of participate in. Some things are very easy, call a friend, write a letter. So some dope ideas. And I've been trying to participate in that. And it's something that might bring, a little bit of smile to you and to somebody else along the way. So that's what's up. We definitely like to support her efforts, and we have in the past. So just 100%. Wanted to throw that out there for everybody, and we'll put that in the description as well. So that's what's up.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah. So check that out. We'll do that as our final say. And of course, like we were talking about, check out Strizzy's TikTok and all of his different things. The YouTube unboxings are really dope. He's got a wish list, you know what I'm saying? Going up. People have been sending him mystery packages. That's dope, dog. I can't believe you got so many packages. I'm like, dang.
That's hella love, bro. Like, honestly, man, like I had no expectations, and I've already received like 4 or 5 packages. Like, no matter how big or small, man, I appreciate every single last one of them. So it's been really, really cool.
Yeah. No, that's what's up. That's what's up, though. For sure. And then James throwing up for Grace there. It's really cool, so definitely check that out. If you get a chance to, and you can see some different ideas and some different ways to participate. So that's what it is. I think we'll end it right there, and we'll be back later this week for Secure the Bag. We're going to be talking about the Super Bowl. I'll probably bring up some of those silly prop bets so that we can kind of go over some of those things. And we're also going to do a review of our entire season picks against the spread. Yeah. Kind of rough for me. Strizzy did a little bit better, but we'll be going over that a little bit closer on this week's show, and then we're going to be transitioning that into basketball too. So lots of little things to look forward to. We're trying to keep it pushing here in 2020, but definitely can't do it without y'all. So we definitely appreciate you guys out there. I think we've done it. I think we've done enough.
Sure.
That was episode 128 of Say Like a Champ. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
And don't forget to go get some tacos for Marcus. Happy birthday, Mrs. Super Producer. Happy birthday, Stephanie Washington. Spread kindness and all that stuff. We out. I can't find the outro.
We struggle, bless it.
Struggle bus for real, but now we out this time for real. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Striz.
Peace.
Can you say the truth? They open up my eyes.